What up, everybody? This is your boy John Patrick, and thank you for tuning in to the Dope Ass Dude podcast. Extremely excited to have you all here tonight. And I'm excited about the show because we have a fantastic guest that is going to share some truth on us tonight about a lot of different things, owning his own business to marriage, just being a father, everything. So I'm really excited about this guy being a part of the podcast tonight. So before we get started, just a couple of little housekeeping things. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, click on that subscribe button right now, and then also click on that notification bell so that you can be notified when we go live, when we post new videos. So make sure you check that out. And then also go and subscribe to the podcast on Instagram and TikTok. It is both the Dope Ass Dude podcast on both TikTok and Instagram. And then also, if you haven't gotten the Dope Ass Dude shirt of the month, you can get it for your husband, your boyfriend. Each month there will be a new shirt. So once that month is over with, that shirt is gone. So if you like that blue and red shirt that we have out there now, go to the dopeassdude.com/shop and get that shirt, because it's only going to be for sale for a few more days. So go ahead and get that while supplies last. And then again, as you know, new episodes every Monday, and our last episode of season 1 will be October the 13th. So we only have 3 more episodes that we will be airing before we take a little break, and we'll be back in December. But next Monday is Music Monday. So we'll have some fellas on here singing, different guys than what we had before. But we'll definitely have some guys on here singing. So tell all your friends, and we're going to do that even a little bit different so that they can accommodate all the song requests and the artists that you guys had for the last time. So again, really excited about you all being here tonight and tuning in. And I'm going to go ahead and bring Charlie out.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What up, Charlie? How you doing, man?
Doing the thing, baby. Living the dream.
Living the dream, dude.
Thank God.
Yes, sir. So a little history on Charlie. I met Charlie through his amazing wife, Val. I think it was like 11 years ago when I met Val. Val was in the choir at the church I used to play for, and we became instant family. She's more to me than just a friend. She's family. And I met Charlie through Val. And I never forget the first time I saw Charlie. It was at church. This brother had on a straight leg suit, and I was like, this brother is clean, and he had a thin tie on and everything. And then after I met him, I was talking with Val, and Val shared his age, and I was like, no way this guy is that age. And she shared it with me, and at that moment, no lie, I said to myself, when I get that age, that is exactly how I want to look. So Charlie, you have been inspiration to me to keep it together, brother. So
there you go.
Yeah. So man, tell us about a little bit about you and all that you're doing.
Well, I got some hobbies and some jobs, and like mixing things up a little bit with family and fun, because you got to have fun sometimes, But
Absolutely.
You got to stay focused and bear down and do what you got to do. You can't wake up at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock in the morning and think you're going to be successful. You got to get up sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning, 3:30, and get at it. Sometimes you can make your money before 12 o'clock. By lunchtime, it'd be done for the whole day.
That's what's up.
Yeah. But I met my wife a while back, and I'm gonna get in trouble if I said a wrong year, but anyway, it was a while back, and so we've been married for 15 years, almost 15 years, and it's been wonderful, man. It's been a blessing. It shared a lot of focus, and it made me, I got a lot of gains from it and everything too. It was real inspirational. Marriage. It's a part of sharing and making each other grow, and so that was something that I really learned. But I always had a work ethic, that I like doing, You know, I got that from my father because he was a military guy. So he always had us up early in the morning, even we was in school. And even, you know, we didn't watch cartoons on Saturdays like everybody else. We had to go work, you know, for him. And so
Yeah.
that kind of stayed with me throughout my whole life. And you know, it kind of gave me inspiration just to go ahead and work and do my own thing too.
Yeah. So how did you get started with Allen Engineering? How did that kick off?
That started because another thing, because of my father again, because um, you either go into the military or college right after school. So I had a couple of choices. So I said, okay, I'm going to finish school in May and I'm going to start AC school in June. So everything was on a fast track because you know, like I said, he was a military guy and you're going to have to get out of the house soon.
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't staying up in here for free. Yeah, my parents were exactly the same. So yeah. Wow. So and that's so you've been in so when you started, what year did you start Allen Engineering?
Allen Engineering started maybe not immediately. It started because I worked with a couple companies, but it started maybe um, in the late 80s, something like that. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. About 10 years, maybe about around 88 and 88 and 89, right in that time frame.
Right. So and your company is an HVAC company, right?
Yeah, HVAC.
Yeah. So you've been like super busy with this 100-degree weather in Texas, right?
Oh yeah. It's been very good. It's been very good. I like it when it's 100 degrees. You know, 100 degrees is real good. We can keep 100 degrees year round. That's fine with me.
So when the pandemic hit, like how did that impact your business?
Well, the pandemic, you have to change up how you go to people's homes and businesses. You have to really take your shoes off and wrap up a little bit. And some people, you have to just turn down customers because sometimes they have COVID and you don't want to go into a house that has COVID. You ask them, say, you know, if anyone's inside has COVID or had COVID. And a lot of times they will say yes. So you say, oh, no, I can't get COVID, you know, and bring it home. So you just have to cut back and do things a little bit different. So what I did is that instead of going inside, I, I, I can just find a problem outside and then fix the problem. Then they can just go ahead and pay me through, just send it to me
Yeah,
electronic.
yeah.
Yeah. And,
Okay, so did business slow down for you during the pandemic or did it just remain the same?
Not really. Just a little bit. You know, just have to figure out how you do things because you still need service year round, no matter what's happening. You still got to have service. You know, you got to survive.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So then also you have Allen and Allen properties,
Yeah.
right? So how tell us a little bit about that. So how did you get it started? Because you like a jack of all trades, man. So
Okay.
how,
That started, well, you know, with a little motivation from my wife and some from my son because he's also in real estate itself, and and plus I always wanted to get in real estate also a little bit too because uh, during the pandemic you got to figure out how to make money without actually going places. So you have to create a different avenue of a stream of income.
yeah.
And so by having real estate, you don't really have to go inside a business or someone's house. You can always just do real estate and the money would just drop in. It's already sent in.
Wow.
Every, yeah.
Wow. So okay, and then this is something else that I was so I just fell in love with this concept when and just letting you guys know. So I went out to their house and I pulled up, it's a new residential area, and I was like, I was in my work car that day, and I feel like the hillbillies because these big,
Oh,
massive, beautiful homes. I was like, oh my God, it's just beautiful. And then you walk in and Val just had it just so beautiful on the inside. And one thing she shared with me that, I mean, it stuck with me and I thought it was just so amazing of you. She said when she kicked off her business, Brunch Pop-Up, she said that you took her logo, put it on the side of your van, and
Yeah.
you was using your van for her company van to promote her.
Yeah.
How, I mean, was that a no-brainer decision for you, or did it take Val a little bit of persuasion to get you to do that? Because that's like phenomenal, man.
No, that was no brainer. I mean, she needed a vehicle to transport food and goods. So I just unloaded my van and put her stuff in it and swapped it around and kept it moving.
Yeah, dude, and I no lie, when she told me that, I was just like blown away by that, because you see it, I guess you see it, but then you don't see it a lot. And to hear it and then actually be there with someone that is actually doing that is just supporting their spouse and their mate in what they are doing and becoming that power couple, because that's how you do it. You support them grow, they support you grow, and both of y'all growing at the same time. So that was just like amazing of you, dude.
Oh yeah, it's part of being a team. You got to be a team player, especially when you living with a team player. So you have to kind of, push and shove and talk and argue and make the right decisions and make things happen for each other in order to prosper and grow, grow stronger.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, have you guys always been that way, or did you grow into that couple that supported one another and pushed one another?
We always did from the beginning. We always supported each other's hobbies or, whatever we wanted to do. So that was one of the good pluses of having a good woman.
So, Charlie, we have a question here for you already. So the question is it difficult handling multiple businesses? How do you juggle that? Is it hard to do it, or just fairly easy for you?
It's not bad because my wife helps out a whole lot too. So she's good with finances. So the taxes and the paperwork and stuff, she handles that part, and I can do most of the leg work myself. And so it kind of balanced out again. So her skills and my skills together, just kind of merge and make it happen.
Right. And that is the bomb too, because a lot of times now when people are dating, when they find somebody, they want them to make so much money. They want you to bring this to the table because they want you to fund or be able to contribute to whatever they're doing. But you just shared something that's so important. Val handles your finances. She handles your taxes because that's what she's an expertise in. And you
Right.
handle the leg work. So
Right.
people, they look at money as the only means that somebody can add value to you. But if you got somebody that's good in something you need
Yes.
to promote you, that's value there.
Yes, that's very important. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Just
Wow.
networking within yourself, networking within the house,
Yeah.
So it makes it happen.
And keeping that money within the house too, because if you don't have somebody that can do it within your house, you're gonna have to pay somebody else to do it.
Right.
So that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So Charlie, just go ahead. We're gonna kill the suspense. So tell everybody how old you are.
I am 63.
Say that one more time for me.
63 years old.
63 years old, and this brother is kicking butt. He still works out, looks freaking amazing.
Oh yeah.
So what's your secret, man?
Just living good and thanking God and being motivated and just getting up early in the morning and doing what you got to do. And don't complain. Just get in there and do it. Life is short. God gave you a vessel. You got to use it. You can't abuse it.
Yeah, use it, don't abuse it. I love that. I love that. So when you got married, so you said you've been married 15 years. So that makes you 48 when you got married. So let me ask you this question. So when you got married at 48, were the requirements for a wife the same that it was when you were 38, 28? Did it evolve, or were you not looking for as much when you were 48?
It always pretty much been the same. That's why I ended up waiting until I found the right one.
So
yeah.
48 was your first time getting married?
Yeah. I mean, actually, yeah. I mean, I did before, but it wasn't like a marriage. It was just like, living together kind of thing.
Yeah. Wow, wow. So you waited because when you get to a certain age, it's sad, but it's true. Society tends to count you out at a certain age. So for you to be 48, to get married at 48, that's like phenomenal. And then you still married at 63, and y'all marriage is still just as vibrant as it was when I met y'all 11 years ago. So how do you, as a 63-year-old man, stay relevant? Because Val is super relevant. She's on top of everything. She knows everything. She's reading everything. So how do you stay on top of being, you know, you know, keeping up with Val? How do you, at 63, how do you keep up with Val? Because she's what,
Well,
55?
almost should be 55 this year. Well,
Okay.
actually, John, is almost kind of the other way around. She got to keep up with me. I'm the one that gets up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, while she's sleeping. I work out at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm not working at 5, 6 in the morning. So I'm the one she got to keep up with.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So she keeps up with you. So
Yeah.
and so at 63, I'm sure, and I know for certain Val is hitting every mark on you. Like, do you? Well, I ain't gonna even ask that question because we good on that. Okay, so but you do have another question here. So hold on. So we got another question from Yolanda. It says, in regards to taxes, do you all pay taxes quarterly? And then she says, when it comes to the IRS, she gets very nervous. So do you guys pay taxes quarterly or do you do it yearly?
I let my wife do all that stuff. So I got enough stuff to work with. And so she handles that. I just sit in
Okay.
my, we got this thing where I would say, well, you stay in your zone and I stay in mine. So we just keep it simple like that.
Yeah. Okay. So you have one son, Keith, right?
Yeah.
And how old is he?
Keith is 42.
Okay. And he works in your business with you?
No, he has his own business.
Oh, wow.
He's in real estate. Yeah.
Nice. And then also, this is another interesting fact. Charlie is a part of the Made Men Harley Davidson biker group. Now, how
Right.
long have you been doing that, man?
I've been with Made Men for it'll be 10 years next year, but I've been riding Harley since 2001.
Wow. And
So,
Harley is like the Tesla of motorcycles.
yeah.
So would you ever go down from a Harley and just go to another motorcycle?
I probably would. I could. I mean, a motorcycle is a motorcycle. If you enjoy being, riding a motorcycle and being out there, and there's some that I like. There's some that I don't like. There's a couple of them I like. I like the BMW. I like the Indian. Those two are one of my two bikes I like too. Besides Harley. Harley always number one.
Yeah. Okay, so you got the biker jacket and the biker pants and all of that stuff too?
Oh yeah. We made men. So being a made man, you have to be a made man. You have to present yourself a certain way. You have to establish yourself a certain way, and you have to be a certain way in order to be made. If not,
Yeah.
you be a made man.
Yeah. Wow. So, okay. So other than the Harley Davidson, what else do you do that keeps you young and vibrant, man? What else is it that you do?
I like antique cars. I got a 63 Impala. I like that. Walking, exercising, of course, traveling, being outside, and just family time, and just enjoying life. Just doing my thing. Just wake up. You work, you grind, you get motivated, you do what you need to do, and just enjoy. Life has a lot of ups and downs, so you just gotta ride that wave. When it's up, you ride that sucker. When it's down, you just push yourself back up.
Yeah. Wow. So and then so this year I turned 50. So since I turned 50, I've been I know. So I've been kind of like not so much struggling with that because I'm super excited about it. I'm super proud to be 50. Life is good. But I do struggle with because you hear by a certain age, you're supposed to be this way. You don't supposed to dress this way. You don't supposed to think this way. And I don't find myself like thinking like what the perception of a 50-year-old man is supposed to think.
Mm.
So I've kind of like started this whole thing, be your own vibe, and this is 50 because I'm trying to discover who I am at 50, not be what the world say I'm supposed to be. So how do you, because you've exceeded the 50 when I met you, you were already, I think, 51 at that time, and now you've hit that 60 mark. Like, do you feel those pressures to like conform to what the world say you're supposed to be, or do you just stand strong in who you are? Do you ever feel a pressure there?
Well, you just got to use what God gave you. God gave you a gift, and God gave you a brain and a mind to do what you need to do and take care of yourself and eat right and live right and love right. I mean, if you follow those guidelines, you can't fail. You can't. I mean, you just do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So okay, so you don't feel those pressures. So no pressures at 60. Okay, that's good. So hold on, we got another question here. So what are the challenges in running the different businesses? What challenges do you face there, Charlie?
Oh, running. Yeah, running. You have to find the right track and field. That's the hard thing now. Since COVID, a lot of tracks shut down, the rubberized tracks and asphalt tracks. So now you end up running in the street and being in your 60s or 20s or 40s or whatever, it takes an impact on your knees and your joints and your body. So you have to always buy new shoes all the time and the right shoes.
Wow. Now, and Charlie, you see this goes to show this is short. Charlie is showing most 63 years up. He's talking about he running on the street. Most 63-year-olds are pasting on a treadmill. But what they're wanting to know, see, Charlie jumped to the running. They're wanting to know, like with all your businesses, with Allen Engineering and then also with the Allen and Allen Property Investments, what challenges do you face? Like running multiple business, how do you balance your time between the two, or is it somewhat harder? Do you just say I'm gonna handle the engineering, the HVAC, and then Val, you can handle the property management investments? How
Yeah.
do you balance that portion of it?
Well, it gets pretty easy. If I get busy with HVAC, then I just do that, and then if I get busy with real estate, my son, keep buy land and houses, he can handle that part too. If I need a contractor or somebody to come in, I can call him up because he's also on social media, also on YouTube, also. So so he does all that stuff. So I can let him do that part and help me out with that. And meanwhile, most of the time, we manage it pretty good. We manage it pretty good
Yeah.
because it comes in waves. Sometimes you get busy. Things are about to slow down now because fall is here. So around the fall season, it's time to take vacations and stuff. Travel, enjoy a little bit.
Okay, and that's going to lead into the next question. So they have with maintaining multiple businesses, what do you and your spouse do to have a healthy work life balance? So how do you and Val balance? Because she has her business, then Val also has a job of financial director, analyst position,
Right.
and then you have your business. So how do y'all balance and find time for each other?
Well, we created a gym in the house too, so we work out here at home sometimes, and we got spin bikes and weights and benches and stuff. So we kind of work out together sometimes. Then we watch movies at home, and make popcorn. And she prepares dishes, like like some football games. She fixes all the football fixings and make the whole spread look so beautiful. So we just sit here enjoy, the house and each other.
Wow. And like I said earlier, Val has a company called Brunch Pop-Ups. So if you guys haven't heard of this before, make sure, just stop, go out. They're on Instagram, follow them, Brunch Pop-Ups, but that's Val's business, and it's an event planning company as well as a catering. She does individual caterings, I think once a month, something like that, Charlie, where she
Yeah.
cooks. So you can order and she'll cook for it. But when I tell you guys this here, her food is unbelievable. I mean,
That's good.
like, yeah,
Good.
she is amazing. She is amazing. And if you have an event, you can hire her or solicit her services. She comes, she sets it up, she sits down, plan everything out for you, come up with a creative planning session, and tell her what you want and she delivers. So if you go out and you look on Brunch Pop-Ups, you will see it. So Charlie, my next question for you is as good as Val cook, and especially that seafood pasta, my brother, how do you stay lean and trim? So maybe this is that running you do on the streets.
Well, it's just I don't know. I don't know. I mean, her food is so good. You have to eat it. Even if you don't, not supposed to, you have to taste it. So I like good food, and she asked me to taste certain items, and I taste it, and tell her sometimes what you need to add to it or take out of it, and nicely, But it works out. It works out.
So you are the official taster there at the house when she come
I
up with
am
a new recipes.
I am the taster.
Nice, nice. So with Val's business, because her business kind of launched like towards the end of the pandemic, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And how hard was it for her and to start that business? And how, was it hard for you to support her in that business? Because everything was so crazy during that time. So
Yeah.
was that a challenge there?
No, it was just another task to do. You once you lay a task out in front of you, go ahead and tackle it. It was just pretty much just getting everything set up and organized and getting the items for your inventory and your things that you need for cooking and your display items and just your decorations and so on and so forth. But she handles all that because that's her that's her baby.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So
But
you guys, and I think I heard you say this earlier, you tend to, I guess, stay in your lane of expertise. Is
Yeah.
that something y'all do across all businesses? Y'all just stay in your own lane, and I'm gonna trust you to do this here.
You stay in your own lane until you asked to come across the street. I mean, if you're not asked to come across the street, we kind of like stay in your own zone. Stay in your own lane.
Now, is that hard to do?
No,
Especially since you've owned businesses before.
no.
Watching Val, was it hard to just sit back and watch her move without you giving your input?
No, because she's pretty good at it. A lot of things that she handles, she wants me just to let her do it, and she can just tell me what she needs and where it needs to go, and then we go from there. Because she always, she got a vision in her head, and and I can't see the vision that she has because my vision and her vision is going to be a little bit different. So we just let her vision work because it's her baby.
Yeah. So, Charlie, they asked, what is your service area for HVAC? Where do you service? Or are you all over the Metroplex or you have just special areas that you service?
My service has been pretty much all over the Metroplex. It used to be Fort Worth, not anymore. And so now, since I have other ways of a lot of different ways of making means, so I kind of scale back a little bit, on a lot of going all over and everywhere because gasoline and time and you just got to balance it out. So right now, I mean, it's Dallas and north of Dallas and north of that, like from Dallas to Blue Ridge.
Okay, where's Blue Ridge?
It's north of McKinney.
Okay. Okay. So would you handle places east like Turl, Forney, all of those places? Would you handle areas out there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh yes. Oh yes. That's
Okay. So y'all hear that? All y'all people out there in Turl and Forney,
yeah. That's
y'all can
insane.
reach out to Charlie.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So Charlie, so what is some advice that you would give a guy today that is 48 years old, that's single and looking to get married? What advice would you give him?
That's real hard, but he's gonna have to probably pray and pray that he get the right woman, because the right woman is hard to find. You got to know what you want first. If you want a person that's gonna just be there and not do anything for you, or you want a team player, or you want somebody to just, I don't know, just hang out. You got to know what you want. I mean, you got to know exactly what you want, and she needs to know what she wants, because if not, it's not going to work. You just can't just get together and, oh, okay, well, you drive your car and I drive my car. We live like this and live like that. You have to kind of have a plan. You got to have a goal and tie it all together and see if it's going to work out for you. Because if it's not going to work, it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Wow. Now, so are there special questions that a guy should ask? Because like you are a business owner, so you're doing your thing and you're passionate about it and all that other kind of stuff. So that requires a special woman that can support a man that owns his own business. It's a little bit different than a guy that's just working corporate America. He got a title, he's doing all this other kind of stuff. So did you look for special qualities in Val to support you in your grind?
Now, of course, you got to have that. You can't just have. My thing with her, she could be corporate all she wants, but me personally, I can be corporate too, but not fully, because I'm used to working paycheck to paycheck, all the time. Can't really live like that. But so the qualities that she has and my work ethics, it kind of blends. It kind of works for us. So if a guy out there looking for a woman, he can, if they both are corporate people. I'm not a Steve Harvey or a Dr. Love type person, so I'm just trying to just tell you what I'm saying. It is what it is with me. I mean,
it's working for you though.
As I can, but you got to have it's hard for a woman to find the right guy, first of all, because it is, because we can kind of find a woman that we can work with, but us being as men, we can kind of pick and choose a little bit better than a woman can. A woman choices are real slim, because they have standards and which you can't blame them, because they need that, in order to be happy, because they got to be happy too. So you got to be lucky, man. You got to be really lucky and pray, because it's hard to find the right spouse. And that goes both ways. You know that, yourself.
Yeah. Wow. So we have a question for you. Got another question for you, Charlie. So how do you market your company? Is it pretty much social media? Because I know you're not on social media. Val is on social media, but you're not. So how do you market your, HVAC system company? How do you market that? How do you get the word out? Is it word of mouth?
Since I've been doing it so long, I got a huge clientele already built up, so I don't have to market. I don't have to market at all. None at all.
That's what I'm talking about, Charlie. Your work precedes you. That's what I'm talking about. You just show up every year. Wow. So you don't, because and so how has that, do you think that impact your business at all, that you're not on social media? Do you think social media can be an advantage to you, or are you just good where you at?
I'm good where I am, because social media, I mean, I got other lanes of income and stuff. So social media, I don't really need it right now, because at this point in the stage of my life, I'm not trying to just work and then just go away. I want to work and then play. I like to play. I love to play.
Yeah, your skin shows you like to play because again, you look amazing at 63. So hey, you can't beat that.
Yes.
Wow. Wow, wow. So okay, so you have the HVAC, you have your property investment. So Charlie, what is one word of advice you can give to someone who wants to start their own business and they maybe even want to quit their job and just dive into it? What advice could you give them to last 25 years? I mean, you're about to hit 25 years in a couple of years with your HVAC company. So what advice would you give somebody to be as successful as you are?
Uh, you're gonna have to be smart and just try to make the right decision. You're not gonna always make the right decision. Just have have your ducks lined lined in a row. Just kind of have a plan. Have a plan. If you go into it, if you start sinking so fast, you just pull back a little bit and step back and then kind of figure out what you did wrong. If you want to go back into the waters again, then now you know a little bit more of what you did wrong the first time. Or if not, you want to pull back and just leave it alone and try something else because everything you think that you want to do is not really going to be for you.
So how long should they try before they pull back and maybe just be like, okay, this is not it? Do you say a year? Is it 6 months, 2 years? How long do they go before they say, well, maybe this is not the right thing I'm supposed to do?
Yeah. My goal is, always when I do something, even in a relationship, I mean, you weigh it out after 2 years. 2 years. I mean, if you're in it for 2 years with the same person, maybe y'all can, work it out. But if you're in it for a year and it don't work out, with you and her, it's not gonna work. Same thing with a business. If you're in it for a business and you say, okay, the first year wasn't that good, and then you see the second year is going to be even worse. So maybe it's time for you to pull out and pull yourself out of the mud and stand on firm ground and just kind of regroup yourself because you got a lot of expenses that you done already occurred. So you may want to just kind of rethink that. For instance, like in trucking, when I did the trucking stuff, business, and I can see that it was really, really, really good at first. But then all of a sudden, you can start to see a decline in how the customers want to pay you. Then all of a sudden, you got all these high fuel prices and maintenance bills. So now that's why you got so many jobs for truckers now because that business kind of turned left a little bit, or turn, so you got to know when to stop. Don't just keep going and going until you just drive yourself completely out and use up all your resources. You got to be able to know when to bail out. So 2 years, I would think that'd be enough. A year and a half to 2 years. If it's not working for you, no matter what it is, it's probably not going to work.
Yeah. Okay. And one final question for you. They said it seems like you have such a great outlook on life. How do you stay so positive?
Okay. Is there something I can help? I just like, don't let nobody take your sunshine. You have your own power, your own life in your own hands. You inside your body, inside your mind, you can make yourself happy. If you're happy with yourself, you know what makes you happy and know what you need to do to keep yourself happy. So that's the main thing. Don't walk around sad every day. There's days that you're going to be depressed, but you got to think about the good times too. Because just like it's getting dark and sun coming up in the morning, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You just got to just go into it. There's going to be a bunch of depressing times, and depressing. I get depressed sometimes, believe it or not. But nevertheless, you go to bed and you wake up the next morning. You say, okay, today is going to be a good day. You're going to lay your plans out, do your task, complete things, early, throughout the day, once you complete things, that give you a sense of satisfaction. I'm not 100%. I mean, I'm not the perfect kind of guy either. Like I say, but you got to weigh it out. Don't let nobody take your glory or take your sunshine from you, because
Wow.
you holds that. Even at your job may yell and scream at you. You in control of that. That's that depends on what you want to do. I mean, don't let them take that from you, because that's yours. That's something
Wow.
they can't. That's something they can't take unless you give it to them.
I love that. Unless you give it to them, they cannot take your shine. I love that. I love that. Okay, well, sure. We got one more question for you. They coming in for you, man.
Oh
So
Lord.
how much money would you need to start a business? How much money do you think a person should have to start a business?
Uh, Depending on the type of business, it's not really money. You can use, the bank's money. Don't use your money. Use the bank money. The bank has more money than you. I mean, you want to keep your money in the bank, so you use their money to buy your things just in case something happens. I mean, you still got your money, and the bank will have to wait to get their money back, because you may need that money for your next venture. You know.
Right. So depending on, like you said, so depending on the type of business you start in would determine the amount of money that you need.
Yeah.
So do you think they should have so say for instance, if they're starting a business, do you think that the amount they have should equate to maybe 6, 7 months of income? Or do you think, is there, is there a ballpark? Like say for instance, I wanted to start a HVAC company. How much money do you think I should borrow from the bank? Or if the bank can't give me the money, how much money should I have?
Uh, it depends on it. Do you have the equipment? Do you have the truck? Do you have the clientele? Do you have things set up in place? I mean, you're gonna need a truck. You're gonna need all the tools and the refrigerant or freon, what you call it, and you're gonna need all that stuff set up. So uh, it's gonna kind of depend on how you got it set up, because you gotta have a plan. Like I said, you gotta have a plan. Then you got what you need first before you ask for money. You got to know what you need,
Yeah. So
because there's
again, I
no
mean, I think
set level amount of money. You can go ahead. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, Troll. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. You can ask for a certain amount of money, but and you don't need it, but you just need to kind of get what you need from the bank, and use that, and use that wisely, and I think you'd be okay. Like if you want to do an HVAC company, you need a truck, so you got to buy a truck. Either you're gonna buy it or lease it. Then you got to get all the tools, and then so you're gonna say, okay, I need about $30,000 there, and then another 20 or 30,000, and I can start that, and then you go from there.
Wow. So key thing, you got to research, people. You got to go out and do your research on what you're trying to do. So whatever business you're trying to do, go out, study that business, find out exactly what you need. And once you find out exactly what you need, price it out. Don't just say I need a truck. No, you need to know how much the truck is going to cost, the type of truck you need, and price it out. And then, so Charlie, we got another question. Dude, you on fire, man. Prior to quitting a corporate America job and going into
Oh, God.
entrepreneurship full time, do you recommend that we have a certain amount of savings to offset any loss with starting a business?
Okay. First off, you may take some loss, but you got to go into it that you're gonna make some money. You're not gonna go into it thinking you're gonna take a loss. You're gonna go straight into it and say, we starting off making money. We're gonna make money, right off the bat. We're not gonna lose this. We're gonna make it. You got the expertise, you got the knowledge. You're gonna use what you got, make it happen. So I mean, even though you have a certain amount of money, like I said, you got a certain amount of money already leaving corporate America. So your credit score is probably good. So use the bank money. Don't use yours. Bank got
Yeah.
more money than what you have.
Yeah. So would you think that the mindset is very important, the mindset, because I loved how you said don't go in thinking that you're going to lose money, go in thinking that you're going to make money. So do you think that's like super important, how you think, your mindset and so forth when you're starting a business?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to have that positive momentum going in. You gotta go in there, as a fighter. You got to go in there with no nonsense. You got to take no prisoners. You're gonna make this happen because you know what to do. You know, and if this is what you want, you're gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
You can't go in there crying and saying, "Woe is me," and I did this and I did that, and feeling sorry for yourself. You gotta keep doing
Wow. Wow. And I see your son has joined us, Lakeith.
it. Oh yeah, Lakeith buy houses and land. Oh yeah, he has a big platform, way bigger than mine. He's on everything: Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So y'all can
Oh,
go see.
wow.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You think I look good? He looks good.
Okay, so we got another question from Maria. Do you have to keep your license and certificates current when not working in your craft? So when you're not, like, your off seasons, or do you have to get recertified every year or every 2 years, or is there a certification
Yeah,
process?
yeah. They start. Yeah, that's a process. You have to keep that updated, and they have different licenses that comes up, and you got to pay your insurance and things like that in order to keep it active.
And that's whether you working or not.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
You got to
wow.
use insurance.
Wow, wow, wow. Well,
When you-
Charlie, give us one final word, man, because we are at our closing time. What's one word that you could give somebody, whether it's, person that want to be married or whether it's a person that want to start their business? What is some encouragement you can give them tonight?
What I would say, don't lay around in bed all day long and thinking about this and that. You got to get up early, because some of the ideas that you can get at 9 or 10 o'clock, you can get them at 5 in the morning, and then by 10 o'clock come around, there's another idea that pop in your head that you can do. You got to use
Yeah.
what you got, and use what you have. So you just got to stay at it and grind on it. Stay positive. It's gonna work for you. It's gonna work.
Wow. Well, fella, I mean, everybody thank Charlie for coming out.
This
Hey,
is my
Val.
wife. This is my
Right,
wife.
Val. He's still on the air. He's still on the air, Val.
That's my wife. Okay, get out.
That's his wife.
Get out, baby. Hey, she's now in my lane. Okay, get out of here.
Stay in your lane, Val.
Yeah.
But we thank you, Charlie, for joining us tonight, dude. This has been amazing, dude. And Charlie, like I said, whatever you are doing, my brother, keep doing it, because you're inspiration.
Oh yeah, thank you. I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
it, man. Thanks, John.
Absolutely. And everybody, thank you for tuning in tonight. And we will see you next Monday at 7 p.m. for music night. All right, then, everybody. Peace.